wise men in pre-Spanish Philippine culture, they were gays. Okay, they were the first cross-dressers in Philippine culture. But that changed together. That changed altogether with Hollywood coming in, Catholicism and Christianity. Okay, that changed altogether. And especially with what television did to the gays. In the early Philippine movie, he is the object of derision. He's the object of mockery. That's changed through the times. Okay? That's why portraying a gay character and portraying a woman. Okay, a man for a woman. Because that's not meant to be gay.
It's his gay roles as and then with Barbie, and yun yung evolution dati kasi bading sila.
Sabihin ang ina-applyan at ang buong pangalan.
Ako po'y nag-a-apply as hairdresser. Ang inyong lingkod, Helen Maruha Katrina Harakachochi Gamboa. Ako naman po'y nag-a-apply bilang isang dressmaker. Ang inyong lingkod, Daria Pampagana Labatiba Alahoy Ramirez. I thank you.
Yun, yung pumasok ako dun, talagang nasimulan na yung cross-dressing. So parang normal na lang sa production namin yung ginagawa yung ganun, na pagsusot ng duster. So yung nasa one for all kami, parang wala pa nun eh. Nagkaroon na lang yung dahil na nag-cross-dress si Wally, yung bumalik si Wally na nag-cross-dress siya na as si Dora. Yun, tapos nagkaroon ng lola ni Dora, dumating siya, pero iba na yung karakter niya, naging lola na siya. So kailangan baguhin yung sinasabi niya, yung boses niya, yung karakter niya dapat mas up pa. So parang kailangan gagalangin siya ng mga lalaki kasi lola nga siya. So kailangan may pagkasuplada, tataas yung kilay, kailangan makuha talaga yung pagkataray niya. So, yun, nasa script yun na kailangan nakafocus yung kay Wadi yung pagiging mataray niya. Siguro nga, nagkaroon nga ng Dora, tapos nagkaroon na ng lola ni Dora. So, nagkakatuksuhan na. Bukas, yan naman, maglolola na rin yan. Parang gano'n, hanggang sa 3 na silang lola, di ba? Ganun yung story nun eh. Tapos, kailangan talagang gampanan nila yung pagiging character ng lola. So, kailangan nakakatawa din kasi yun eh. Variety show yun eh.
Tingin ko, part ng Pinoy culture comedy, yung nakakatawa yung bading. There was a time, siguro 15 years ago, mga Indonesians came over. Atrasado yung TV nila sa Indonesia. And they were trying to do research and trying to analyze what we have here sa comedy. Parang tabu sa kanila yung mga lalaki na artista doing female roles. Why? It's funny. In our culture, it's an accepted form of comedy. With the gay characters of Dolphy and Joey De Leon, sino pa ba yung, diba? And si Michael V, ang nandiyan sa pinaka-youngest generation sa atin. So, I think yun, basically, it's an accepted form of comedy, yung bading.
That should be very well differentiated, okay? Considering that, gay actors who dress up end up being funny, okay? They're never considered seriously as, as women in the LGBT sense, okay? Or in the 21st century version of sexual freedom and acceptance. But males, it's usually familiar. Okay, especially if especially if the actor who is cross-dressing is asserted to be really straight. Okay, a classic example is 2 of the lolas in Itbulaga. Right, that is Jose Manalo and Wally Bayola. Okay, and understandably so. Okay, both are unquestionably male because of other knowledge acquired by the public about their private lives. Okay, so when they dress up that way, it's not about like being a clown. Okay, it's not about wearing a funny costume, and it's never seen as a change of sexual identity. Alright? This is very different from the third Lola, who is Paulo Ballesteros, who assumes numerous identities by changing himself or transforming himself into women.
You may ask why we have female actors and why. I believe because Bito is the best comedian we have in the show. So why not? Mas nakakatawa eh. Mas nakakatawa siyang magbabae kasi kaysa sa yung babae namin na umarte. So if the materials, the script requires female roles, then I'd rather have them dress as females with wigs and vestidas na para magbigay ng better comedy. Pero comedy, mas nakakatawang magbabae si Bitoy. Kasi mas magaling siyang komedyante. Yun lang yun.
Because they're not as amusing. Okay, they're not as amusing. Look, in the LGBT world, okay, lesbians are more serious. Okay, because a lesbian is more male than male. In the same manner that a male gay is more female than the female. Okay, so lesbians are not fun. Okay, but lesbian issues can be taken seriously. Okay, notice you don't have lesbian comedy movies because they're not fun. They're serious because they are women who have hearts of women but think like men, and women are devoted. But male gays are still males wanting to be females but with the hunter sensibility of a male. So that's real chaos for you. So that's how it is, and especially in our country, it's more entertaining to see male gays than it is to see lesbians. The Lolas are never seen as gays. They're seen as women. In that alternative universe created by Itbulaga, they're never seen as gays. They're not seen as cross-dressers. They're seen as grandmothers. See, so in the perception, in the acceptance of these characters, they are not seen as one sex wanting to be another or portray another. They're seen as women. And that makes a whole world of difference.
Pag inanalyze mo, pati acting ni Bitoy, hindi rin siya yung maarte na bading kasi ayaw naman niya mag-border sa bading kasi he is doing a female role. So, simple lang. Pag napansin mo nga, iisa lang yun. Walang costume change doon. Kung every week yung portion na yun at yun din yung damit niya. Si Seth siguro nagpapalit, but not Doña Ina. So, one way of siguro making the character look more realistic is para plain lang. It's just a symbol. The dress should symbolize just a female role, an ordinary mother.
Isa yun sa kailangan na gawin ng isang comedian, yung hindi lang ikaw ito, kailangan meron ka ding ibang kayang gawin. Katulad nga ng yung pagsasalita ng sabi natin habang naka-cross-dress ka, syempre babaguhin mo yung boses mo, yung mga words mo kailangan pasok dun sa kung sino ka talaga.
You knew the scandal of Wally, right? Wally came back as a moralizing Lola after a sex video. Right? And you know, that's so funny. The Catholic Awards okay. That was the way of tweaking his public persona. It's a way of tweaking his public persona. I mean, he was suspended from the show for 4 to 5 months because he had a video of humping one of the dancers. him back into the family and turn him into... He is Wally, but he is no longer Wally. He is now a character. Dressed as a Lola. See, so it's a way of saving him, and it's saying for him it's portraying a character, but it's saving his career. And it worked.
Kasi sa tatlo, siya yung pinaka, parang, hindi naman siya pinaka mababa. Siya yung mas madaling pagtawanan. Kumbaga para siyang inaapi, kayang apihin ni Jose, kayang apihin ni Paolo, kayang asarin. Kasi pag si Paolo yung pinauna mo doon, siya yung naglola, o siya yung Dora, parang hindi siya parang mahirap gawin para kay Paolo. So si Wally kasi sanay siyang comedian siya, nag-show siya sa mga bar before Bulaga. Kaya alam niya yung mga ginagawa nung pag sinutan ka ng ganito, kailangan pag-aralan mo. So si Wally kasi magaling sa mga ganong bagay.
This is the first time that you have a Lola who's actually a man dressed as a woman moralizing. But you see, you put that in the context of that whole show, of that entire segment of Eat Bulaga. Right? It has become a separate show in itself, and more than just a separate show, they've created their own reality. That's why Aldab is married and now she's pregnant, right? They've created a parallel universe. Right? So you don't expect anything real there anymore, and with reason. You know why? Because Alden and May are not a couple. Okay? They have their private lives, and they cannot show the people that they are a couple because they're not. Okay? So they created a parallel universe where they are a couple and married in order to sustain the lifespan of the love team. Now, going hand in hand with that are all the other satellite characters, which include the Lolas. Okay? They will be accepted as Lolas because in that parallel universe they are. And in the latest Enteng Kabisote movie, they are Lolas. Okay, because they've crossed over another parallel universe being created by a franchise. Even though they behave and exhibit gay behavior, people know that they are just acting. There's a very big difference when people are aware that the person is doing something which he is capable of doing in real life, than for this only be an act which is employed by an actor. So it really matters a lot. I think the whole idea of homosexuality shown in television, most especially in television, which is accessible to the entire spectrum of the audience, they really have to be careful about that. So that's why they would rather employ actors to appear as gay or to cross-dress. And if you have the real gay guy cross-dressing, then it's not acting anymore. It's an extension of what the person is capable of doing in real life. See, and in television, to show something as sensitive as homosexuality, especially in the context of sexuality, it's very important that you're very well guarded.